Hello, everyone. I've come on today because I'm actually very excited to open up working up with me in a different way. So, my name is Sarah Jennings. My business is called Dare to Be, and I've been doing aura transformations for like 5 years. I'm now almost finished training as an international instructor for aura transformation, but I have been working on other work for the last 3.5 years, and that's kinesiology work. And the body does not lie. And what's amazing about kinesiology is that it doesn't clash with these new time energy healing modalities like aura transformation, because it's asking the body directly what is happening in your system. So what I'm looking for right now is to work with people that want to achieve something big. And that big is relative to whatever it is that you're doing. So, big for you might be finishing your PhD, might be setting up a new business. It might be parenting in a completely new way. It might be smashing your wealth goals from last year. I think a lot of us are trying to achieve something or to try and work through something. So I'm looking to, be a supporter to people that are trying to achieve something that matters to them. And for me, it's very difficult to pinpoint exactly the kind of person or exactly the kind of niche and all that kind of thing. So I'm just throwing that out the window. And I just want to say that I can support you to move through blocks and limitations and anything that is happening in your system on a multidimensional level that might be holding you back for whatever reason. So I'm looking to work with people that are wanting to take their business to the next level. Maybe they have like a gift or a talent, or they work with maybe healing, or they support others, but there's something holding them back from being visible. So I could really help you work through all the blocks to becoming visible in your work. And that could be public speaking, it could be going to network events, it could be making videos. So the visibility can mean many things to different people. So I'm looking to work with people that want to expand their businesses, who want to start sharing the work they know that they've come here to do. But for some reason, they find it terrifying or really difficult to get out. So working with kinesiology is explorative. It's like being the Sherlock Holmes in your system. We're tracking bit by bit what is going on in your system and why. So, for example, your visibility blocks might be that your mouth dries up, your body doesn't play ball, you think you're going to fall over, you're terrified, you lie awake at night going like, oh my God, the idea of doing videos or putting myself out there is, impossible. It's trying to find these parts that you want to create in the world, these offerings that you have for the world or for the people in your communities or your children or your partners, is really finding why is that such a difficult thing for you to achieve, or why is it so hard for you to put it out there. And for some people, actually, it might be finding love. Like, you're a brilliant businessman, you have, you're totally out there, you're visible, you do amazing work with people, but your love life is in shambles, or you're still stuck in heartbreak from a story 20 years ago. That's the kind of stuff I like working with people, is really finding out and bringing the person back to their true self, back to the core, innocent, pure self that wants to express in the world. And it's like finding all of this, because I can't be more specific really, because each person's story is so different. Each body's person has like recorded things differently in their system over time. You might be afraid to be visible because of something that happened in childhood, something, a collective fear of persecution and criticism. It could be ancestral, like maybe all of the, maybe back in your family line, being visible wasn't safe, and that's like recorded in your cells. It could be something that happened at school. It could have been bullied. You might have been silenced as the youngest child in your family. So there's like that's like 6 or 7 already, 6 or 7 reasons why visibility might actually be life threatening. Like your body is like, oh my gosh, if we are visible, then this is life threatening. We need to do anything possible to protect from this happening. And that might mean that there's like a serious aversion, like almost like an allergic reaction to being visible, for example, like a physical response, maybe even like a shock response, like I can't, like my brain's gone blank, I don't know what I'm going to say. They could, so physical responses, but emotional responses. But then it gets even stranger because our bodies are so intelligent and our energy fields are way more complicated and complex than we actually realize. And that you might be actually sending out unconscious signals in your energy field that push people away, that might invite you to go and do a speech somewhere, or might invite you to a network meeting, or whatever it might be. But it's almost like even your energy is blocking the avenues opening up around you for what you've come here to do and what you're amazing at. So if you have like a deep yearning inside to complete your mission, to find your purpose, to live your true potential, to take advantage of all the means of communication and means of expression, but you can't do it for whatever reason, then that's exactly what we could be working on together. And as I said, like the people I want to work with are not necessarily people in business. They might be healers that want to be in business, but they also might be heartbroken people, or people that have like old stories stuck in their system, their hearts holding deep secrets about what really hurt in the past, which is blocking, in the same way as the visibility is blocking real love back into your life. So we're looking at so many avenues here for each of these themes that it can only be very specific to you and to what your situation is and what you want to get out of it. And often these blocks stem from childhood and sometimes even wider. They're like societal, ancestral, historical fears and limitations that we've imposed on ourselves collectively. So it's just so, that's why I call it multidimensional leap kinesiology, and leap stands for love, align, evolve. Well, actually it's probably, it's love, evolve, align, and potential. Sorry, well, I'm getting lots of messages. So it's really about aligning to your true self and purpose. It's evolving from old behaviors and survival mechanisms into a new way of being and being seen in the world. And it's, sorry, it's such a distraction. And it's about finding your true potential and where the life force can be ignited within you, can be released from these traps. You know, really find where all this energy is trapped, say from a childhood trauma. Maybe you were told to be quiet, or maybe you were told when you know that you'd never love again or something. That gets held in the system, and that is like it's crushing the drive and fire and life force in your system. And what we want to do is find a beautiful way of releasing that life force and really allowing it to be free. Whereas right now it's blocked or held back, or basically protecting you from future hurt. So we're dealing with things like safety, love, armoring. Really it's about reclaiming your power and redistributing it in your body, in your system, so that you can be free. And I just think that working with kinesiology is always so fascinating, so inspiring. And I don't know how long I'm going to be doing one-to-one work like I do now, because I'd like to start working with groups of people and leading them through, you know, deep processes. But right now I'm opening up to having one-to-one clients. And the way it works with me is you can do a 2-hour like transformative, epic, life-changing session where we might look at one of these things. We might look at, like, for example, the heart retrieval work I created is really about reclaiming your heart from past hurts and finding love. And I've actually been getting lots of results in the last 6 months to a year. I think there's 5 or 6 people I've heart retrievaled, including myself, that have found true love, and that they didn't see that was even conceivable before the heart retrieval. So that's like a 2-hour session. And there's also the goal activator, which is walking into the future and seeing what blocks you from achieving your real big goals. And so that's like lots of mini kinesiology sessions in one big one. And that's really exciting as well, because you come back from that session feeling like you've already achieved the goal and your body knows it too. And that frees up the whole space around whatever it is you're trying to achieve. 2-hour sessions could be maybe around ancestral clear up or emotional recalibration, or what else is there? I've written it down. Hang on. Oh yeah, encoding your wealth frequency. A lot of people, if you check what financial, like monetary value can you hold in your bank account at the end of each month, and it's sometimes so dangerously low that it's like almost not, you can't hardly live with it. But what happens is that if your money is about to double or triple, but your wealth frequency is low, your system very cleverly will find any means for you to lose that money, or for something to break down, or for just the money to disappear, like not being able to hold it. And so if we increase the wealth frequency that you can hold, then if money comes, it's not going to shut you down and start, your body's not going to try and start protecting you, that basically it's not safe to have that much money. And that might be because there's some limiting beliefs like, rich people are bad, or money is evil, or just any of number of things. It could be, see, it's very different for each person, so it's hard to pull examples out of the head just like that. So what we do is we increase that wealth frequency, and then we can see what all the money blocks are from doing that, and then means that you can start earning more and holding on to more and actually maybe saving. And so yeah, a lot goes on in sessions. It's amazing, phenomenal, exciting. I love every second of it, and so do my clients. And I think the work is beautiful, and really it's beautiful because I'm not telling you what's important to you. The kinesiology, your body is telling us, please look here, this is what's not working, this is where it's in my body, this is when it started. Like, we can ask the age, and it might even be as specific as a situation with a certain person, and then we find out, we can unravel that, all that locked in energy, and really unravel what's holding you back. And your body will then tell us, this is what we need to open this system up, this is what I need to move forward, this is what I need to open to love or abundance or whatever it might be. And this is what I need to increase the courage or increase my self-expression. And so then we have like so many tools that we can fall on to really, really allow you to balance, align, love, evolve. It's beautiful work. And we're working very deeply on all sorts of realms. I say it's multidimensional because we're looking at the physical body, the emotional body, the mental, the environment you're in, nutrition even. We're looking at childhood, we're looking at trauma, we're looking at the nervous system, we're looking at the much even deeper species-wide nervous system. We're looking into the whole 360 view of the human and finding the way through. So if you feel stuck, or if you feel like it's taking too long, if you want support, I am like more than happy to take on some people at the moment to work one-to-one in an intense but beautiful, supportive, and often fun way. There's a lot of laughter that happens in my sessions, and it's because laughter is like a fire energy that can help burn through very deep, very scarred areas. And so we move together through all of these, not always taking ourselves too seriously. So it's a lot of fun as well. I think there's something else I want to say. When we're balancing something in the system, like your body said, this is the issue, this is what we need to do, this is what is needed for the future. We're not just prodding and, prodding the person or just saying a few words. What we're doing is actually changing the energetic frequency and energetic signature that you are emitting on all of these layers I've just mentioned, the aura, the energy field, the brain, the mind, the cells, the DNA, the memories that your body holds can be freed. So it is just beautiful work, and I really look forward to hearing from you. And just let me know if you are someone that would like this kind of support, and just to remain fascinated by the journey that we're all on here together. You can email me on daretobe@withsarahj.com, or just message me on Facebook. That's absolutely fine. Any questions, let me know. Take care.